This regulatory reform package is the most important means of driving down the cost drivers in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania to make us one of the most competitive states. It will make us the keystone state of the United States once again. As we were when the nation was founded, when we were one of the first 13, we will be number one of the 50. If we have this package that Representative Metcalf is spearheading, we will win. This package of regulation reform is just absolutely critical for the Commonwealth to remove burdens for businesses and individuals. I mean, I like to use an example. If you have a favorite restaurant that you go to and you spend more than $600 a year at that restaurant, you have to find out from that restaurant owner if they're an individual tax preparer, if they're a individual return provider to the federal government, will require that person then to do a 1099 miscellaneous from you to them. The absurdity of this thing is ridiculous. If you have a youngster who comes to your house and mows your lawn, you spend more than $600, you have to give him a 1099 or you face a $1,000 penalty. We have created, there's not a person in this Commonwealth that can get up in the morning without breaking some regulation or some law in one way, shape, or form. Some of them are really critical, but some of them are pure nonsense. One of the largest cost drivers in any organization are the regulatory burden. You're seeing it at the federal level already. The stock market is going gangbusters because we're starting to unleash businesses from this ridiculous burden of regulations that don't help us. If the regulation does work, that's great. And we're here, and we've got the mechanisms in place with the regulatory reform package that will help us get to where we need. But otherwise, we're just making things difficult for citizens to survive. It's our responsibility as legislators to make sure that we are the ones that pass these regulations. But I'll give you two examples. We've just submitted two bills as part of a regulatory reform package. One is to reverse what Governor Wolf has done with the tax code, and it was to reverse Revenue Bulletin 2017-02. I've already gotten calls from two businesses that were planning on locating in the Commonwealth. Because of that revenue regulation, they're considering leaving the state and not moving here. And you're talking about 2,000 jobs in that particular case. We've got a 1099 miscellaneous bill to change that because that was part of the tax code that just came in. The retaliatory effects from our states that we have the reciprocity agreements with will be unbelievable. Instead of earning the Commonwealth money, it's likely to generate substantial amount of additional tax burden for our citizens, and we'll lose about $200 million in tax revenue because of it. The regulatory situation is of such a nature where the people who are writing these regulations have no idea of the second, third, and fourth order effects of what they're doing, and they're putting such a tremendous cost. And I'm a CPA. So what they're doing is they're generating business for people like me, but we don't want that business. We want business that's going to help you grow, not help you maneuver a series of myriad of cheese factory type obstacles for citizens to get through. We want to help people create jobs. I can tell you in my own case, if I were to sell one of the books that I've written, I have to file a sales tax report. That's great. I get that. I understand it. But if you sell two books and you have to remit $1.20 to the Commonwealth, but you have to do it every quarter with negative reports in those quarters where you don't, who's making out in a case like that? I'm a CPA. I can do my own work. The other people would say, you know what, it's just not worth the effort.